I'm a full-time firefighter for the city of San Diego, and interestingly enough, we have America's only all-female fire crew. After I did, a number of years of Ironman distance triathlons, the 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bike, 26.2 mile run. That was kind of how I got into the endurance racing. And I did that for about 10 years and then switched over to the sport that became, the love of my life, I suppose, which is adventure racing. It's all completely non-motorized transportation, so it's all human-powered stuff: mountain biking, kayaking, whitewater rafting, mountaineering, camel riding, trekking through deserts for hundreds and hundreds of miles. Basically, in essence, non-stop for 6 to 10 days with these 3 people. And it really is, it's not only an adventure into the most extreme ultra-endurance races that you can do, it's also an adventure in teamwork and leadership and creating synergy and making you a better human being. So I loved that combination of it, not just being about, how fast you were, but being about how well you could build your team. And I've been doing that. God, I've done over 40 of them now over the past 15 years. And we've been the world champion several times, and that's probably how I ran out of cartilage. I discovered that I had stage 4 osteoarthritis in both of my hips, which was a complete shock to me. I thought I had just pulled a hip flexor or something. And it took a few weeks for me to wrap my brain around the fact that I was this perfectly healthy athlete to all of a sudden being somebody who was having a hip replacement, or a hip resurfacing. And your first thought is, I think my grandma had one of those, I started coming around to realizing that this was the only way to get my life back. It wasn't the end of my athletic life, it was really the only way to get it back. And when I started thinking of it in that positive direction, and this was a way to get back in the game, that's when I started getting pretty motivated to get it done. So, I was basically back to, my normal operations in about 6 weeks. And I've been riding, every other day when I'm off shift. When I'm on shift at the station, I have a dryland kayak that I paddle. I do the stair climber. I'm able to basically do sets of stairs, running up and down sets of stadium stairs. And I'm about almost 5.5 months out right now, and I just started running. Knock on wood, so far so good. In a way, it's not the end of the world, it's not something far worse, and it is something today with doctors like Dr. Schmaltzried, it is something that can be fixed.